Long ago, in a lush green valley surrounded by mountains, there lived a tortoise named Temba. Temba was no ordinary tortoise. Though he was slow on his feet, he had a mind sharp as a thorn and a heart wide as the sky. All the animals in the valley loved Temba, especially the young ones, who would gather around to hear his tales of ancient times, stars and forgotten rivers. But despite his gentle wisdom, many animals overlooked him in matters of importance. "He's too slow," they would whisper. "He can't help much when real danger comes." One day dark clouds gathered, not in the sky but in the hearts of the animals. News came from the far mountains. A fire had broken out beyond the hills, and a terrible drought was sweeping toward the valley. The river that fed their forest had begun to dry up. Panic set in. The strong animals, the lions, the wild dogs, the cheetahs, decided to send out a scouting party to find a new water source. They picked only the fastest and strongest. Temba was not invited. Still, Temba listened quietly. That night, he looked at the stars just like he always had, and remembered something old. A story his grandfather once told him, about a hidden lake deep inside the mountains, one that never dried. The next morning, before the sun rose, Temba set off alone. His path was not fast, but it was steady. He remembered the story's clues: a fallen tree shaped like a fork, a rock that looked like an elephant's head, and a cave that sang when the wind passed through. Days passed. Temba climbed hills, crossed thorny bushes, and hid from eagles. Sometimes he was hungry. Sometimes he was cold. But he never turned back. Meanwhile, the scouting party returned to the valley with bad news. They had found nothing. The animals began to fear the worst. The river was now only a trickle. Then, on the seventh day, just as the sun rose over the hills, a quiet sound came from the edge of the forest. It was Temba, dusty, scratched, but smiling. "I found the lake," he said softly. First, no one believed him. But Temba didn't argue. He simply turned and began to walk. And though it took time, the animals followed him, one by one. He led them through forests, across ridges, and into the mountains. And there it was, the hidden lake, its water sparkling like 1,000 stars. The animals cheered, not just for the water, but for Temba, who proved that slow does not mean weak, and quiet does not mean unwise. From that day on, whenever a problem arose, the animals didn't just turn to the strongest or the fastest. They asked, "What does Temba think?" And Temba, the tortoise, remained what he had always been: steady, thoughtful, and full of stories. Moral: wisdom, patience, and determination can achieve what strength alone cannot.